I remember that it was my dream to participate at Diamond League events, and I remember how I watched the competition with our Ukrainian athletes, and for me it was a dream. And I remember my first Diamond League in Rome. It was in 2018, and I was so young. I was 16 years old, and I remember that I was the last one, but it was a great experience for me to 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 be part of this Diamond League. And I decided in my mind it was yes, I already be the Diamond League champion, and now I have 3 trophies of Diamond League. You know, it's like it's journey of my life, how I grow up, how I get stronger mentally, physically, that to get the highest results as possible. And it showed that my work is pay off because last year I jumped here world record, and I'm so happy for this, and I'm happy to come back here with good memories. You know, of course, if you grow up, you get strong personality. You get in like you're ready for everything in this life. And I remember my feelings when the war have started in Ukraine, and I remember that first thing that, oh my gosh, what I should do. And after that, I like full focus that okay, no panic. It's not working. So we decided to help and each other, and I continue help. And now I think that it helps me to be more mentally stronger.
1500 ለ3000 ይረዳል እና አንድ በተለያየ በኩል በተለያየ ስራ ለ3000 ይበቃል ለስፔድ ለአንድራስ ለብዙ ነገሮች እንዲረዳ ያደርጋልና 1500ም 3000ም ሁሉም አሪፍ ነው እና ይረዳል ብዬ ነው የማስበው።
Yes, it helps me. Also in training, I run on the flat, and it helps me a lot for endurance, for speed, for everything. Yes, 1500, but also longer distances like the 5000 meter. It helps me a lot for the steeplechase.
በጊዜው ጉዳቱ የነበረው ራስ ላይ ነው። ራስ በወደቅኩበት በራስ ሲወርቅ ያን ጊዜ የወደቅኩበት ፊሊንግ ራሴን ነው በጣም የተጎዳው እና እሱም ለጊዜው በቂ እረፍት እንዲያደርግ ዶክተሮቹ ስላዘዙኝ ከዛ በኋላ በቂ አድርጌ ደህና ሆኛለሁ። አመሰግናለሁ።
So he doesn't have a medical diagnostic in those terms. So it was a hit on his head, and then it was staying. What the doctor said is that he needed to take enough rest, and he tried during that period to come back, but it was difficult. So he needed to take even more rest, and after that it was okay. But he doesn't have a diagnostic on the concussion or something like that. And the other question was how. በአንድ ጊዜ ላለመለስ እችላለሁ በሌ ፈርቴ
እሱም ፈርቼ ነበር በመውደቅ ሜቢ ስራ እንዳቆምኩ ወይም ካሁን በኋላ መሮጥ አልችልም የሚል በውስጥ ማስበ ነበር። ቀስ በቀስ ህመሙ ሲጠፋ ወደ ስፖርት ለመስራት እያሰብኩ ነበር። በዛም ወደ ስፖርት መጥቻለሁ። በጣም አሪፍ ነው።
Yes, I was scared at some point that I could not be able to run anymore. But like I said, I took it slowly by slowly, starting to run slowly, and I saw it was improving. And like he said before, I'm very happy to be able to have come back from this.
I'm not really focusing on, being the fastest European in France or either in Paris. I'm just trying to run fast and competing with those guys at that level and trying to beat them and see where I'm at, because it's really soon, really early at the season. So I'm just chilling and trying to get some nice feelings and see where I'm at. No, I'm just happy to be here and to run with those guys. I know it's sometimes hard. Sometimes you lose, sometimes you win, and it's just try my best and try to prove myself I can compete in there, and beat them sometimes and be beaten. And against Yanis, I think I have the national for that, and I'll be just trying to run fast, and I'm happy they're here, because I can push my limits, and they hate to help me get through that.
Yeah.
So I'm just happy.
In a good place with training, and we're really building to get ready for these next few races, and I'm excited to be here in Paris. Definitely ready to run fast. I think Stockholm was just unfortunate timing with a bit of an illness that I was dealing with there, and so that was no reflection of where I'm at in my fitness, but hopefully turn things around and race fast against these guys and get some fast times, hopefully some 142s, 141s. Yeah.
With such a long season, and regardless of how long the season is, there's always plenty of events for you to take part. So to what extent is every event in the world stage that you take part almost like a trial and error, but also building up to the major global championship in Tokyo later this year?
Yeah, it's been really difficult to have a steady build now with how the environment is with the 800 meters. It's crazy how fast we've been running this year and the year prior. So it's almost like you have to bring your A game for each and every race, and so I think that's been a lot of fun to deal with. But yeah, I guess behind the scenes we're trying to build up for those big moments, but having all these incredible competitors kind of make each moment a big moment. So you got to come out here and compete and do the best you can whenever you can.
Yeah, I think 2024 was mostly a build for us, so we just focused on getting stronger throughout the year. I mean, 2024 was the first time that I had set a PR past the month of February. So, yeah, it was good to kind of keep that momentum even after the year. And so, yeah, it's definitely been a lot of ups and downs. It has not been easy to manage the training and to kind of continue to try and perform at, like Bryce was saying, at our best a lot of the time. But that's the standard of the competition now, and so we're problem solvers, and so that's one of the main things that Coach and I and my dad and my brothers are constantly trying to figure out, is just to manage those ups and downs.
Bueno, nos estamos preparando muy bien y estamos con el objetivo ya en mirar el mundial. Todas las competencias que vamos a participar no nos afecta en lo absoluto para poder llegar al mundial en óptimas condiciones.
So we are already, so it's been a packed season, and we are obviously preparing for the World Championships in September. That is our focus, and every single competitions, every single event that I'm taking part is obviously with the World Championships in mind.
It's a mental game, right? And she's a very good athlete. She has a strong finishing also, and that I also have a strong finishing, but it's a mental game, and it's a race. You win, like I said, like you win some, you lose some. So I think we're going to put on a good performance tomorrow, and hopefully the best wins. That's all.
I mean, I think just in general, the meeting in Paris is one of the, in my opinion, one of the better diamond leagues with all the diamond leagues we have on the circuit. I think, not just the hurdlers, but, from all the events that are, put on showcase here, I think this track meet in particular does a great job of showcasing everybody's talent. Yeah, so training's been going well. I actually took some time off because I wasn't at the best of my ability. So taking about 2 months off to, get right mentally, physically, emotionally. And I feel like I've been putting together some great training weeks, unlike before. And, I got to get ready to go out and compete against, great athletes like Trey and the rest of the field. So definitely looking forward to getting out there and competing. This is not Trey's and I's first meeting. We've been doing this for a very, very long time. So definitely looking forward to see, not just where I'm at with my training, but just to propel me forward for USA Champs. The great thing about that, I have the bye, so I don't really have to be able to peak or, tell myself that I have to, be able to perform at that track meet. So with that being said, and I can kind of push back my training a little bit, which is always a blessing. The ultimate goal is definitely, world champs in Tokyo. I think every athlete will say they're able to give and take a lot of track meets, but that one track meet in particular is the one that they have to win.
I mean, I come into every meet expecting to win. I think all of us do that, and if we don't, you shouldn't really step on the track. I mean, I ran pretty fast here last year. I'm happy to come back and put down a faster time. They're called hurdles for a reason. So they're in the way all the time. I mean, we do a lot more at practice than what we do in the race. It's only 10 hurdles. Tomorrow it's 20 because we have 2 rounds. I mean, one session we'll do 40-ish hurdles. So, I mean, there's ample opportunity to hit the hurdles. I mean, I've got a nice little scar on my left side that's kind of numbed everything now. That's just where I hit it. But, you know, I think mostly when you hit a hurdle in a race, it can either throw you completely off or it's just like you're so locked in that it doesn't matter. And in races like this, it can't matter.
Nothing has really changed since then. I think I couldn't believe it neither now. So maybe that's cool for me because I don't want it to be too serious. I want to enjoy pole vaulting a lot, and I don't want people to be expecting a lot of things to me. So that's why. Yeah, that's important, and that's why I'm jumping in France. And Paris is one of my favorite meetings here. Of course, the French crowd is crazy, and even more for the French pole vaulters and French athletes. So I will take this, and I hope it will bring me, like, you know, the few centimeters that I need to jump now. And yes, I know that I'm going to enjoy it.
I hope so. That's always been my goal, at least, to be a role model, you know, on and off the track. But more than that, I just still love doing it, and I still just love jumping high. So yeah, if that in turn becomes people looking up to me, amazing, and I take that very seriously. We're out there for hours. It would be a very boring, lonely world if we didn't talk to each other, but I think we all just respect each other and appreciate the hard work that we put in. We travel to the same meets, we eat the same meals, we're rooming together, you know, and you really just come to love these people, and it's a lot more fun when you make friends on the circuit. It's a tough life, but it's worth it, and especially if you can make friends with the people that you're competing against, it's awesome.
I know that every single day that I stepped out there to compete at championships, I gave my best effort, and sometimes your best effort wins and sometimes it doesn't. And that is perfectly the nature of sport. If you're, that's the definition of it. You give it your all, and sometimes you win and sometimes you don't. But, you know, I've been on a journey of finding the right situation for me, and this year I feel almost like a phoenix rising from the ashes. I've found a situation where I feel like I'm having a second blossoming and really coming into my own this season. And so I still expect very big bars from myself, but at the same time I have a lightness about myself because I know that I'm doing everything in my control to achieve what I want still yet in this sport. So